But first, the second trial in the deadly rock throwing case out of Jefferson County will come to an end this morning, and that is where we're beginning this morning. Zachary Kwok is set to be sentenced in at least 3 hours. Good morning, I'm Brianna Fernandez.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. Good morning, everybody. Kwok is the second of 3 suspects to be sentenced in the deadly rock throwing case that killed Alexa Bartell. She died when a large landscaping rock crashed into her car along Indiana Street in April of 2023. This was the last of a series of rock attacks that night involving 3 18-year-olds. On Thursday, a judge sentenced Nicholas Karolchik to 45 years in prison. Before his sentence was issued, he apologized in court, and members of Bartell's family spoke out about their loss.
Whether you spent 5 minutes or 5 years with her, Alexa left a mark on your heart that was impossible to forget. If she were here today, I know she'd want everyone to know how much she cared and loved others, and how deeply she was loved by those of us who were blessed to have her in our lives.
He was sentenced at 8:30 this morning. Like Karolchik, he pleaded guilty to lesser charges and faces 20 to 32 years in prison. Joe Koenig, convicted last week of first-degree murder, is set for sentencing June 3rd.
Well, happy Friday, everyone. 5:01 is your time for this lovely Friday morning. We are taking a live look right now of downtown Denver. Pretty quiet out there still, and it is going to be a beautiful day. Let's send things over to Keely Chalmers right now. Keely, what can we expect for this lovely weekend?
Well, clearing clouds. We have some clouds out there overhead this morning, but those clouds will clear out by about sunrise. We got lots of sunshine in our forecast, and much quieter and drier weather for today. We're sitting in the upper 30s to low 40s around the metro area this morning. Taking a live look at our radar, quiet. We had that trough of low pressure that brought us the showery weather yesterday. That system pushing off to the south and east. Behind that, drier air filling in, and that is going to bring us a pretty calm day weather-wise today. Just lots of sunshine. That's going to help warm temperatures up to about 66 degrees. Winds not going to be too much of an issue, and clouds not really going to be an issue as well. We're going to be in the 50s by 10 o'clock. So again, the warm weather and the sunny and dry weather topping our weather headlines. It's going to be warmer this weekend. We're talking about temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, and a big storm bringing us potentially inches of rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll talk more about that coming up in your complete forecast in just a bit.
Keely, thank you so much. Right now, taking a live look at a very quiet road, I-225 and Yosemite Street. If you're heading into I-25, you shouldn't see any issues. Same story for those heading northbound up to I-70. So let's switch things over to our main maps, because I do want to talk about one closure that's happening right now. We're getting reports of a crash, a 2-car crash that shut down the east and westbound lanes. This is Highway 40, so this is going to be impacting you if you're heading to the mountains. This is right near Homestead Road. A good detour for you, because Highway 40 runs parallel to I-70 is going to be I-70. Right now, we're not seeing any closures along I-70, so that's going to be your best bet. Other than that, looking pretty quiet out there. Southbound I-25 from 144th down to 76, an 8-minute drive.
All right, Brianna, thank you. New this morning, right now, investigators are trying to figure out what caused this home in Lakewood to catch fire while you were sleeping. West Metro Fire posted on social media about this around 1 o'clock this morning. The house is off of Mississippi Avenue near Depew. West Metro says that it was vacant, but it was being used as a shelter. That fire is out right now, but investigators are still on scene this morning trying to figure out how it sparked in the first place. There are a few questions that we do have surrounding this fire right now. We don't know how many people were inside the home or if any of them were hurt, but we are making calls as we speak to get those answers for you. And once we do, we're going to pass them along.
And this morning, Thornton police is asking for your help finding this woman who they believe stole a Pomeranian puppy from a pet store. Now, this all happened a week ago at Pet Ranch, just off 120th Avenue near Colorado Boulevard. Police say the suspect just picked up the puppy and walked right out of the store. Now, if you know this woman, you're asked to give Thornton police a call. That number right now is on the bottom of your screen, 720-977-5069.
New this morning, a scam alert from the Boulder Police Department. Police say that someone is calling people and posing as law enforcement, but this time with a twist, targeting the Spanish-speaking community. Boulder police say that this scammer is making calls pretending to be with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and threatened to arrest people if they didn't give up their personal information. Police say that Homeland Security gets hundreds of reports about scammers impersonating their employees each year. And if you're not sure whether you're talking to a real official or not, Boulder police says it's always just best to hang up and call the agency's main number to double check.
The U.S. Postal Service may soon be helping deliver people to the Trump administration for deportation. Postal inspectors were just involved in a raid in Colorado Springs, and those inspectors may be asked to share mail information to get people out of the country. The Washington Post reported this week that immigration is seeking pictures of mail that postal inspectors have access to assist with deportations. Everyone's mail is already scanned by the Postal Service. Informed delivery is a service that allows you to get an email with an image of your mail before it arrives to your mailbox. Now, we asked the Department of Homeland Security if it's seeking informed delivery images to assist ICE. A senior DHS official emailed back, quote, "Under President Trump, the Department of Homeland Security will use every tool and resource available to secure our border." Now, the privacy policy for informed delivery says the Postal Service can't share with marketers without permission, but it says nothing about sharing with your mail with immigration agents.
Well, today, Colorado Democratic Governor Jared Polis is expected to sign a bill that will require schools across the state to create rules about students using their cell phones. Schools will have to decide if and when students can have or use their phones during the school day. There are exceptions for emergencies, medical needs, or those with disabilities. The goal of it all is to cut down on distractions, cyberbullying, and negative effects on mental health. Schools will have to post their policies online, and they will have to be laid out by July of next year.
State legislators said that they're expecting a vote in the coming days on a bill that would make it easier to unionize here in Colorado. One key issue is Colorado's decades-old law requiring two separate votes to form a dues-paying union. Supporters say Senate Bill 5 would fix that by eliminating the second vote. Now, despite strong backing from Democrats, the bill has sat for months after Democrat Governor Jared Polis publicly raised concern. Now, legislators tell us negotiations are still happening behind the scenes with just days left in session.
We're willing to sit at the table and see if folks can come to a resolution, and that's where we're at. But time is running short. We're almost out of time. So I would say the deadline on whether or not we're going to make a deal is going to be in the next day or two.
Supporters hope a vote or a compromise version of the bill will happen before the session ends next week.
This morning, a heads up about a project that could impact your early morning drive starting this weekend. CDOT is repaving a stretch of northbound and southbound Santa Fe Drive between I-25 and Florida Avenue. Right on my way to church. It always impacts my church drive, I swear. Crews also repaired the deck on the South Platte River Bridge, add new sidewalks and an ADA ramp, and put up new signs. Construction will go on mostly overnight from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sundays through Fridays. The whole thing is expected to be done by August.